Welcome to Lizu on Love. This is a mini-series where we talk about love via poetry that I've written.
The color of
So via this mini-series, I would like to share a couple of poems that I've bundled together in this book called From the Heart, and use this as a vehicle to discuss all the delights and complexities of love. So the next poem that I'd like to share with you is called What I Feel. Yeah, so this poem is sort of about that situation that you might have ended up in where you like someone, you're not sure about their reciprocated or mutual feelings for you, but you have very strong feelings, and it's just an expression of how it is that you feel. And this is a poem that I wrote inspired by a person that entered my life unexpectedly years ago. And he showed interest in me and he wanted to keep in touch. He was in another country. And we started remaining in touch via email. Yes, that's how long ago it was. You remember when you send each other long emails? And that was the way of communicating rather than through WhatsApp and voice messages. So we used to send a lot of emails back and forth. And in that process, I started developing feelings for this person. And what happened was I was unsure of his. Yes, he approached me first, but as I was getting to know him, I started feeling, that I really liked him. And what happens with me in any case, I quickly started having this romantic idea in my head of, oh, how would it be if we were together? Oh, I really like him. And you can get sort of carried away with creating this romantic idea in your head when in reality there hasn't been anything expressed directly about that, So it was sort of a situation that I ended up in where there was unrequited love. I cared about him, but I was unsure whether he cared about me. Where I had all these feelings for him that I never actually expressed directly of this is what I'm feeling for you. So I ended up writing those feelings actually in this poem, expressing the way that I was feeling about this person and wanting to be with them. What I feel. If you felt the way I feel, there would be no you and I, for we would be one. It would be we. If you could feel what I feel, you would want to be with me, love me, care for me, be there for me. If you could see what I see, your sight would reveal a special, rare other. You would want to see me smile or see me smiling at you. You would watch me sleep at night, yearn to see my face, wish to look into my eyes and see nothing else. If you could taste what I taste, you would want to taste the sweetness of my lips, the warmth of my embrace, the freshness of my love for you. If you could smell what I smell, you would know the faint scent of me, the scent of desire, the smell of attraction. If you could hear what I hear, you would hear the gentle sound of my breathing. The sound of my name would leave you breathless, the sound of your heartbeat, completely fearless. If you felt the way I feel, you would want to be near me and never let me go. Encircle me with laughter and say you love me so. You would know my touch and touch my heart. Thoughts of me would follow the rise of the sun and moon. Fantasies unbearably exciting would awaken the heavens as dreamy daydreams would weaken your knees. You would burn to make passionate love to me. You would fall for me without reservations. I would be an adventure you crave to discover, an exploration of me you'd want no other. Know me in and out. Know me by heart. If you could feel what I feel, you would feel thankful to have me in your life. You would feel something beautiful, unbreakable, irreplaceable. If you felt what I feel, you would believe in you and I. And like flowers adore the sunshine, we would grow more in love with time. So, Do you feel what I feel? The caress of love. See what I see? The sight of perfection. Taste what I taste? The flavor of passion. Smell what I smell? The scent of seduction. Hear what I hear? The sound of heartbeats. Do you know what I know? The coming of bliss. Believe like I believe? The faith in you and I. This is what I feel. I ask again, do you feel what I feel? If so, then be with me and let you and I become we. There you are, you care about the person and you truly believe that if only they would give you a chance, things would really work out and you could really have this great and fantastic relationship. But the truth is, the feelings do need to be mutual. The person does also need to care about you. If you've ever been in a situation of unrequited love, where you have feelings for someone, but you're not sure whether they're reciprocated, or you like someone and you've never expressed how you feel about them to them, it can be quite a confusing and painful situation because you have feelings and you're looking at the person, you're longing for them, you want to be with them. Sometimes they have no idea that you have feelings for them. Or even if they do, they're like, I'm sorry, I just don't feel the same way about you. And that can be painful because you feel all your hopes and dreams and you want them to feel like, yes, this can work. I know that if we were together, this could work and I can care about you. But you can never care about someone and love them to the point of them loving you in return just because you've expressed love to them. You cannot demand love or force it from someone. You can't be nice enough, love them more, cook for them, clean, give them gifts, all these things, and expect that as a result they will love you in return. It has to come from them, their willingness and desire and intention to be with you. And you also deserve to be with someone who actually cares and wants to be with you, where you won't have to question whether they love you or not. But what happens in a situation of unrequited love is often that sometimes the other person has no idea that you have these feelings for them. We're often too afraid to express how we genuinely feel about them, that we care. So we're just left in a situation where we're pining and longing for them, wanting to be with them. And in the meantime, they have no idea that this is exactly how you feel. So it's important to be open and honest with your emotions and express them to the other person so they know that you're interested in them, because it's not always obvious. And what this poem also touches on is how you can feel the depth of your feeling and emotion and how you can express that to another person. Have you ever asked yourself, what would it be like if you could love another person fully? When you remove all those barriers, those fears, those limiting beliefs that you've created against love, and you end up loving with reckless abandon with all of you and who you are, what would that look like? And in this poem, you can hear a couple of emotions that come up, the depth and desire to love another person and be loved by another. And the thing is, we all love differently, right? How we give love is often how we like to receive it, but the person receiving love doesn't always want to receive it or doesn't feel loved always in the way that you're expressing it. So it's important to find out what makes your partner feel loved. Maybe you've heard of the 5 love languages by Gary Chapman. Words of affirmation, acts of service, physical touch, gifts, and quality time. And people have different ways of expressing love and wanting to receive it. And the thing is, the love languages can also shift, right? At the point that you probably often desire the love language that you receive the least. And once the tank of that is full, you end up having a different love language. So people's love languages can change, so it's very important to keep getting to know your partner and know, like, okay, how do they want to receive love? And how they wanted to receive love today might be different 3 years down the line, or even a month down the line. So it's important to keep in touch with your partner and get to know what their love language is and know what your own is and how you end up wanting and feeling loved. As you've noticed, the poem also goes into the 5 senses that we have: sight, taste, touch, hearing, and smell. And the question that I'd like to ask you is, how would it be to experience another fully through all your senses? Usually when we're engaging with someone, we're just using our sight, sound, and that's it, right? What about touch? What about taste? What about smell? And if you engage all your 5 senses when you're engaging with someone, that's where you can fully experience them, fully take them in, and fully be with all of who they are. So I'd like to encourage you to try and experience that. There's something about that. It's about knowing the other person fully, and you also wanting to be known. Know me in and out. Know me by heart. Those are the lines from the poem. You want to be known by your partner, and you want to know them. And one way of experiencing them fully would be through engaging all of your 5 senses to have a full and immersive experience of the other person. And what the poem also touches on is how the other person experiences you. If you place yourself in the other, how is it for them to experience your love if you felt what I feel? So it's about placing yourself in the other person and shifting perspective and asking yourself, well, how is it for them to experience me? How do they see me? How do they look at me? How is it for them to receive my love, to be on the other end? It's very interesting to consider that. So how about you? How do you desire to love and be loved? Are you in a situation of unrequited love? Are you unsure of the feelings that the other person has for you and you want to find out? Is there someone you like that you haven't expressed your feelings to and you'd like to find out how you can best do that and how you can go about the situation? I'd love to know. Please comment below and share that. If you would like a one-on-one session with me to share your experience, receive support, or just simply have a listening ear, you can contact me at lizuonlove@gmail.com. Thank you. See you next time.